Creative Imagination as the Purpose of Life. How to Feel Alive Again by Ayan Farvahar. Almost everything you do will seem insignificant, but it is important that you do it. Mahatma Gandhi. Hi, this is Ayan Farvahar. I'm glad you're here. If it's your first time here, this channel is about self-realization and honoring our life purpose and meaning. If you're interested in these topics, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay connected. Today, I want you and I to go back to the time when we were preschoolers. Back then, we were playful and imaginative. Every day felt exciting and filled with opportunities for adventure. When we grabbed a pen, we drew what we imagined. We had no fear of judgment. When we played alone in our little worlds, we talked to ourselves as if we were our own best companion. When we heard music, we moved with it as we felt like, and danced to it as if we were the only one in the room. Even when we fell down, we got over it as quickly as we could, because we did not want to miss out on anything in that playful day. Back then, we knew how to appreciate little things. Even a candy gave us a reason to celebrate, to appreciate. We knew how to laugh at silly things. We laughed out loud so everyone hears us. We were free, imaginative, and creative. We were connected to life and one with our soul. We also felt alive far more than all serious adults around us. We tried to understand these adults. We tried to cheer them up. Let them remember how playful life can be. We even offered them to play with us, dance with us, to wake them up. But they were too serious to understand. We tried, but they could not remember how playful and imaginative they used to be, and how like us they used to be. We wondered why they could not remember to be playful again, or to be free and imaginative like us. Why they could not sing or laugh like us. We never understood them and wondered what happened to them. What happened to you and me since then? We became the same serious adults we could not understand back then. Somewhere in the road of life, we lost our playfulness. We forgot about imagination. We stopped singing, dancing, or creating. We forgot to be inspired, forgot to feel alive. We are here at this moment, listening and wondering why. We need to know what happened to us. We need to know what we can do to change things, to imagine again, to create again, to sync with our soul and feel alive again. If you were the creator of the world, why did our perspective on life change so much since we became adults? Are our perspectives today more meaningful than those in our way of life as preschoolers Which one do you feel is closer to what the purpose of life is? Let's contemplate on this. I want to invite you to do an experiential contemplation now. Let's assume that you and I have come to this world because a creator imagined and wanted us to be here. For our purpose here, we don't really need to know who this creator is. We can view it as a divine entity like God, or a superconscious source of intelligence behind everything in the cosmos. Let's try to guess what the intent of this creator might have been imagining us being here in this world. Now, if you feel comfortable doing so, imagine yourself as the creator of the world. If you were the creator, what would you have wanted humans to experience in life? Would you have wanted humans to be serious adults, overcommitted, overworked, and tired? Would you have wanted humans to chase lust, power, and wealth their entire life? Would you have wanted humans to look for validation, respect, and approval from others? Would you have wanted humans to feel insignificant and not realizing their potentialities in life? If these are not what you have wanted for humans, then what you would have rather had? If I had to guess, you probably wanted us humans to know that we were important enough for you to imagine us. You probably wanted us to realize we are soulful beings and gifted with imagination and creative life energy. You probably wanted us to recognize we have the capacity to be playful, to manifest, and to create like you do. You probably wanted us to realize you imagined and created us this way, so we too can imagine and create for you. Now, I want you to check inside for any feelings or insights following this contemplation. If you believe you are created by a creator, what do you believe this creator wanted you to do in this life? If not sure, maybe you can consider repeating this contemplation later and write a few lines about any feelings or insights you notice. For me, this imaginative contemplation makes us realize there must be a purpose for us being in this world. And for us to find and honor that purpose, we must invite our intuition and creative imagination back to our lives. We can feel alive again if we exercise creative imagination in life, like the time we were all little. Maybe our creator too had the same idea in mind when creating this world and us humans in it. If intuition and creative imagination are necessary to feel alive again in life, what can we do to cultivate them inside? How do we experience life as adults and why? Intuition and creative imagination are parts of our nature because we exercise them every day since we were little and just a few years old. As adults, we experience life differently. Our intuition is now overshadowed by rational thinking, and our creative imagination is replaced by learning. To revive our intuition and creative imagination, we need to understand how we experience life and look for opportunities to create more space for them inside. Our daily life consists of 3 types of activities driven by our responsibilities, our habits, and our passions. Responsibilities are things we simply have to do to take care of our commitments in life. For example, working, caring for others, taking care of finances, running errands, etc. Taking care of our responsibilities give us a sense of value, accomplishments, and productivity. Habits are activities we do to unwind or take a break from our responsibilities. For example, following news, checking in with friends, reading a book, spending time online, procrastinating, etc. Our habits make us feel a sense of rest, numbness, or indulgence. Passions are things we are truly passionate about, but usually end up procrastinating and not doing. For example, spending time in nature, writing a journal, playing music, meditating or daydreaming, drawing something, or simply being imaginative, creative, etc. Our passions make us feel inspired, alive, and connected. Which one of these currently dominates your life? Do you know why that is? Which one of these would make you feel alive and inspired? When was the last time you did something you were really passionate about? If you find yourself not having time to do the things you love, could it be because you have too many responsibilities or habits? What can we change to feel alive again? When you think about your daily life activities, what percentage of your time is allocated to your responsibilities? What about your habits? How much time is left to do something you're truly passionate about? How many days a week you remember feeling alive and inspired? If not many, maybe it's time to create more space in your life for the things that truly matter to you. If you're open to this idea, you need to find a way to reduce your responsibilities and the time you spend on your habits. Here are a few helpful tips to start. List all your responsibilities. Is everything in there really a must-do? If yes, maybe it's time to check if you're overcommitted. Try to separate your important responsibilities, such as working or taking care of your family, from other less important ones that are nice to do or self-imposed. For example, if you feel you carry too much load, what part of you makes you do that? Is there a part of you that is too kind and generous and not able to say no to others? Also, do you believe you have high expectations of yourself when it comes to your responsibilities? If so, maybe you can consider dialing it down to a more practical level. For example, if you feel you spend too much time beyond what is expected of you, what part of you makes you do that? Is there a part of you who is a perfectionist, asking you to put more energy on things you do? If so, how long has it been since you have noticed this part within you? Maybe if you help this part relax a bit, you can create more space and free time for things that truly matter to you, but you could not get to do otherwise. Now, list all your habits. How do you feel toward each of your habits? Do you have a clear justification for all of them? What feelings do you notice inside during or after your habits? Do you like these feelings? Make a note of one or two of your habits you wished you could stop or minimize. For example, if you noticed you spend more time on social media than what you would prefer, check what part of you keeps you there. What is it afraid could happen if one day you decide not to be online? Maybe you can find a way to help this part of you relax, to free up more time in your life. These suggestions require some inner dialogue between you and parts of your personality that are behind different activities you engage in your daily life. This may not seem as practical, but there are psychological and coaching frameworks that can facilitate such inner dialogues. IFS self-leadership is one such approach and is very effective in engaging different parts of your personality, so you can help them relax and free up some space in your life. If you are interested to know more about IFS, I have provided some links related to it in the description below. Inviting creative imagination back to our lives. If we manage to reduce our responsibilities and the time we spend on our habits, we have a chance to do things we're truly passionate about. When we do something we are passionate about, we get more inspired and tuned in with our intuition and imagination. For example, if you like writing journals, all that is usually needed is to grab a pen. The content will flow naturally from there. Playfulness, intuition, and creative imagination are within all of us. We know that because we experience them every day when we were little. Back then, we were playful and imaginative. Every day felt exciting and an opportunity to have adventure and feel alive. We took that opportunity and explored the worlds inside and outside of ourselves. In closing, And if you feel comfortable, I want to invite you to find and reconnect to that playful, imaginative, and creative younger self within you. This much younger version of you may not be as wise or experienced as you are now, but I assure you, it knows far more than you and I about how to appreciate life and make every moment of it count. It is closer and more connected to your soul and its clairvoyance wisdom than you yourself are. So, if you invite its positive energy, you become intuitive again to know the purpose of your life. Your creative imagination finds its way back to you, making your life what it has always meant to be. If you have found this presentation inspiring, please like and share it with your like-minded friends. Also, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and share your thoughts and comments. Your support is the foundation of this channel and encourages me to create more content in the future. For more information about myself and what I do, please find my bio link in the description below. Blessings.